Hey everybody, it's Stephen the Old World Gamer, along with Scott Devin Kane.
Yo.
And we're back for more podcasting. Casting pods.
Pods of casting. We're here to give you more of us in our podcasting glory.
With a lot of gaming news. And unfortunately, no Humble Bundle stuff, other than Nintendo added 3 new games, but there should be a lot of Kickstarter stuff this week.
Yeah, by the time you guys get that, I think the Nintendo thing is going to be done anyway, but... Alright, so I guess I will start off with my news, as usual. Going back to my my old weekly go-to, update on Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. As for last week, we were talking about how we had a new stretch goal for the Wii U port that had been funded. The next stretch goal after that has been funded as well, and it is asynchronous online multiplayer.
Wow!
We now have asynchronous online multiplayer.
Jesus! Oh man!
Oh, I can't wait for this. This is gonna be so good.
So wait, does he have another goal then after this? Or?
After that, at 3.5 million, is going to be a PlayStation Vita port.
Oh my god, that's well. I mean, for me,
it's like meh. I mean, whatever.
I'd sooner he actually put out the one after that, the orchestrated tracks, over to Vita port. Vita is pretty much dying out.
I mean, there's only 9 days left as of recording. It's going to be only 6 days left by the time you guys get to hear this. But orchestrated tracks, that means it's going to be like Symphony of the Night. Come on, guys. It's 500,000. We've already got 3.25 million.
I want to know what's at the 4 million mark, too. He has it all blacked out. I'm like, come on.
It's completely great. It's such a tease, but it's orchestrated tracks. It's going to be so godlike. It's already going to be godlike.
Yeah.
But to have orchestrated tracks like as they were in Symphony of the Night, bleh. The best ever. Oh, I'm sorry. If you hadn't listened last week, bleh is worth 9 points in Scrabble.
Oh God.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't start with that.
I'm not. But yeah. Right now we're at $3.26 million.
Jesus.
9 days left to go, or 9 days left to go. 500,000 more gets a Symphony of the Night like soundtrack. Let's try to get it there. Love that. Next on the docket here, Skylanders have reached 250 million toys sold.
My God.
Holy crap!
They've been doing the whole, more or less, Amiibo thing for way longer than Amiibos have been around. So
yeah, I mean, they've been doing it since 2011.
Jesus. And that's actually not that long, considering how much they sold.
I know, but 250 million Skylander toys, that's amazing. And they have announced a new game in the series going to be called Skylander Superchargers. It's going to change things up by introducing vehicles into the series.
God. Yeah.
Okay, I can say this is either going to be a good thing or it's going to be a bad thing. Okay, it's either going to be a good thing because they're going to do it right and make sure that the Skylanders games stay awesome, or they're going to do it terribly like they did with like Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts.
Diddy Kong Racing! That's what they need to make it into. That'd be great.
Something like that. I mean,
at least have something in it like that. That would be awesome. Just Mario Kart, but Skylanders.
Right. So 20 new characters and toys, or 20 new characters and toys and 20 new vehicle toys will be available for purchase when Superchargers launches in September for consoles, PCs, and mobile.
Jesus.
So there's going to be 40 new figurines for you Skylander nuts to go pick up. And trust me, I know somebody who's probably going to be picking those up. But, yeah, I mean, just by contrast, Nintendo has only sold 10.5 million Amiibos compared to the 250 million of Skylanders.
Yeah.
Just Next on the list, Final Fantasy Type 0 HD is going to be coming to PC. And I actually haven't seen much of Type 0 myself, but for the very little that I've seen of it, the game looks pretty cool. And
this is an HD version.
Right. And, I have, a few screenshots of it, and it just looks beautiful. So...
Well, I mean, that's typical of a Final Fantasy game coming to anything that has... I mean, what was it on before? Was it a PSP?
PSP, yeah.
So, I mean, I know the PSP, for the little piece of equipment that it was pretty powerful. I mean, you can do a lot with it.
Right.
But, I mean, you're porting it to the PC.
Right.
Final Fantasy, like, Square is going to be like, let's juice this up. HD version away.
Yeah. So for what I've seen of like the combat system, it's going to be real-time, action-based, like Final Fantasy Crisis Core. So that's going to be neat. It's going to have the 3 characters that you fight with in real time, like Final Fantasy 12. I want to say 12 was the one with Vaughn, I think. And you're going to be able to swap out characters at any time, like Final Fantasy X. So, it just looks really cool. So, that's going to be coming to PC. I'm not really sure what they said. Type 0 was released in March for Xbox One.
Yeah, read that next line. Oh, it's scheduled... that's the E3 briefing.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But they have. I don't think that they have a release date for Type 0 HD yet. But for what it looks like, the game looks pretty damn cool. So when I get more information about it or a release date or anything like that, I'll let you guys know. Probably next week. So
and also the Lightning Returns Final Fantasy 3 was announced.
Right.
So
I'm not even going to Final Fantasy. Not a fan of it, so I have nothing to report there. So Steam has this brand new policy that they are allowing you to return games and DLC that you've purchased. Now, the little piece of it that they don't mention to you, like when I first heard on Steam, they're like, "Oh, hey, you're going to be able to return games now," and I'm like, "All right, that's cool." There's like a whole list of these games that I'm probably never going to play again. Problem is that what they don't tell you is that you have to return them within 2 weeks of purchase.
And with only 2 hours of play.
Right. So you have 2 weeks to return them, and you can't have played the game for more than 2 hours.
Understandable. I mean, for the most part, they're saying that there's any reason whatsoever you can return it. Even if you said you played it, nah, I don't really like it. You can return it for that reason alone. Or just say, like, I don't know, I needed the money back. They'll return your money, no problem. Any reason whatsoever, but it still does have stipulations, which I don't think is too bad.
Right. I can say that this is actually a step in the right direction for Steam. Because how many times have you went, alright, this game looks pretty cool, I'm going to download this and give it a try. So you download it and you play for 5 minutes and you're like, this is the worst game I've ever played.
Or you download a game that you finish in an hour and then you're like, okay, that was shitty. I'm already done.
Right. I mean, I can see potential abuse of this. I can see potential abuse because you're going to be able to say, you buy X game. And you play it for like an hour and 45 minutes. And you've gotten Steam cards out of it. So now can you sell the Steam cards and then return the game? So maybe the way that you get Steam cards now are going to be a little bit different. Because like now I think it just has to do with like the amount of time that you played the game. Whereas like every X amount of minutes you get a new Steam card or something like that. But that policy may end up changing as well. But yeah, refunds which can be requested through Steam's website will be issued within 1 week. Within 1 week of approval. You don't have to give them a reason why you return the stuff, whether you don't like it or it goes on sale just after buying it. You'll be able to just get your refunds. So I think that's pretty good. I like it.
I like it too.
Restrictions say that you can't refund movies and you can't refund gifts. So, I guess that's fair. You know, movies are just like duh. Okay, I buy a 1 hour and 40-minute movie. I watch it and then return it.
Yeah.
Clearly, that just doesn't work.
Yeah.
So, moving along, I've been reporting things here and there on Tekken 7. I'm very much looking forward to Tekken 7. And Bandai Namco has released a trailer for a brand new character for Tekken 7 who is going to add something to the game that I think's been needed there for a long time. And it is the character Kasumi Mishima, who is Heihachi Mishima's wife and Kazuya's mother. This is gonna explain a lot of things, like where Kazuya's powers come from, and how Kazuya has his demon powers, and where Jin's demon power comes from. But if you watch the trailer, she looks pretty cool. Like, in the middle of her combos and whatnot, she's summoning tigers to do combo hits. I mean,
Jesus.
She's summoning goddamn tigers. Like,
is it the same one? Is it implied that it's different tigers, or is it always supposed to be the same one? Because it kind of disappears.
I'm guessing it's some sort of, like, spectral tiger or something, or it's... because Heihachi has Kuma as a pet. Maybe this is Kazumi's pet. She has a tiger, where Heihachi has a bear. Who the hell knows? I'm looking at this character. She looks gorgeous and fits perfectly into the Tekken series. Some of the characters that they have been showing for Tekken 7 have been very questionable, and I'm got a brain fart on what, like, there's a new female character that I cannot remember the name of, that she's some like a cat girl or whatever, cosplayer cat girl thingy that I don't remember the name of at all, but where she's just like, why is this in Tekken? Where Kazume looks like she has fit there the entire time. Everything's just perfect for her. So they've got like a minute trailer up. If you have the time, watch it. If you're a fan of Tekken, check out this new character. She looks really cool.
She does, actually, yeah.
There has been a leak that somebody has supposedly found that we have a date set for the Steam Summer Sale.
I just think it's funny that there's a leak at Steam owned by Valve.
Right.
I'm sorry. I know it's corny, but that's just me.
Yeah. Supposedly, this leak says that the Steam Summer Sale is going to start on June 11th and run until June 20th. So by the time you guys get this podcast, it's going to be the 6th. So it's going to be from this coming Thursday until the following Saturday. So you guys are going to have 9 days to completely fuck your wallet.
Whoa.
Because it's the same summer sale, this is what it does to your wallet. It just goes in and goes, by the way, Valve, oh yeah, money? You don't got that no more. You got 7,000 games, but you ain't got no money no more. I don't know how big you go on the Steam Summer Sale.
I don't. I usually wait until Christmas time, but now I'm gonna have to check it out because I've been a pretty avid Steam purchaser recently, so...
Yeah, and the summer sale is just the same as the Christmas sale, so...
Come on, speedrunners.
Oh, yeah. Oh, please, let that show up.
I really hope it does.
Let me get a $3 copy of Speedrunners. Oh,
yeah.
that'd be great. So, yeah, June 11th to June 20th. That's what we're hearing.
Mm-hmm.
So, apparently... Counterfeit Amiibos have started to show up online and in some retail stores.
That is a piss off.
But did we not see this coming?
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, for real. At my local gaming store, they've started to sell video games, and they actually just started showing up with a couple of Amiibos. And one of the Amiibos that they had there was the Gold Mario.
Mm-hmm.
All right? And a gentleman came in questioning about what Amiibos that we had there. So, you know, because I'm one of the regulars at the store, you know, the guy who was the manager who was on at the time just let me handle it. You know, talking about, you know, the Amiibos and whatnot. And just listening to this guy talk about, like, how avidly he's online, and he found out that one of the stores was going to be getting these things online, and he sat with his phone hitting refresh over and over and over and over again just to wait for the availability to show up. I mean, this is how crazy some of these people are.
Oh yeah. Oh,
and
I know.
For what he said, you know, he sat there for an hour just hitting refresh to get to this. And he said the moment that the availability came up, he hit the buy button, and by the time he got to processing, they were sold out.
Jesus. Wow. Obviously somebody had the autofill going there, because geez, that is fast as
I mean, I'm sitting there listening to this guy telling me the story about hitting this refresh. I'm like, this guy's fucking crazy. And then he tells me, like, by the time he got to checkout, they were gone. That means there were thousands of other people doing the same thing.
Yeah.
This is how crazy these figurines have become.
Now, I think if they want to beat this counterfeit amiibo crap, they need to do some kind of like holographic foil on the back of the or on the box, so that when someone shows you a picture, if it doesn't have the foil there, well, you know what? I don't want it.
Well, actually, let me take something into that just happened recently. I want to say within the last year that has picked up on that. Wizards of the Coast. For anybody who, you know, knows me, I play Magic the Gathering, okay?
Really?
And, yeah. Oh, yeah. I play Magic.
I know.
You know, but what they did in, I want to say it was M14, they're one of their core sets, is that they started adding this little oval seal at the bottom of their rare cards. So that at the time, okay, let me just rewind this story just a little bit. At the time, Chinese counterfeiters who are making counterfeit Magic the Gathering cards were starting to get so good at it that you could no longer tell the difference between the counterfeit cards and the real ones.
But I mean, I'm sorry, the counterfeiting cards or something like that, I mean, yes, Magic is big, but at the same time, it's not big enough that you should start printing off all these, you know, close to perfects, because yes, you'll make money at first, but eventually you're going to flood the market with these cards that are already done, and people aren't going to want them anymore because they already have them.
Well, you'd be surprised, Stefan. You're saying this, and take this the way that I mean it, not the way that it sounds, because I'm going to sound real douchey right now. But that statement right there was from somebody who doesn't play Magic.
Mm-hmm.
You have
I don't.
clue. Okay.
Yeah.
Right now, in a format in the game called Legacy, I'm trying to put together a deck called Imperial Painter. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The deck itself, on paper, if I decided to go and buy each individual card, would cost me $1,700.
Jesus.
Okay. If I went to these Chinese people and said, "Hey, I need this deck printed," I could get it for $70.
Jesus.
And start playing with these cards, and nobody would know the difference. This is why it was such a bad thing, because in the legacy format, which is usually the cards that they were printing legacy format cards, like the old Dual Lands, like Force of Will, you know, all of the old cards. These cards cost hundreds of dollars a piece. Like Underground Seas cost $400, $500 a piece. The Tabernacle of Pendrell Vale cost $800 a piece. You know, these are the cards that they were counterfeiting, and these are the cards that they were selling for like $15, $20, you know, and they were getting so good at it that you couldn't tell the difference between the cards and the real ones anymore. So you could go and take these fake cards, go to big tournaments, and no one could tell the difference. Okay, so Wizards of the Coast, now going back to this whole counterfeiting thing, got smart with this and said, hey, what we're going to do is we're going to start printing these little silver holographic seals on the bottom of our rare cards. The cards that are going to be worth money, to make it that much more difficult for counterfeiters to make counterfeit cards. So, I mean, you could an example of what one of these rare cards is going to be up on the screen. I'm sure, Stefan, you could hook me up with that. But this does need to be done with the Amiibos too. Like you were saying, print something like on the base of one of the Amiibos, like a seal, like that.
Well, if they have it on the card back, like the cardboard piece. Because if they have it on the Amiibo piece itself, they can put it at an angle so that you can't see it.
That's true.
Or if it's on the bottom, then again, you won't be able to see it, right? So what I'm saying is that if you're going to get these ones that are already in a box, then just have like a small holographic thing on the box so that way it's hard for them to duplicate it.
Right. It just sounds... It sounds so simple, but honestly, when it comes to like going back to the Magic the Gathering example, counterfeiting of cards now is almost gone. I mean, for the older cards, it's really difficult to just not, you know, be able to be able to tell the difference. I mean, they have there is a security thing, you know, in between Magic cards that makes it so like, hey, I can tell whether this is real or whether it's not. But if you're in the middle of a tournament and you have these cards in your sleeves, you can't see that. You know, if you took it out of the sleeve and go, oh, hey, this is what this card looks like. Oh, I can see the security strip. I know your card's genuine. You know, but when you're playing in a big tournament and you're whipping the cards around all fast and everything, they're inside the plastic sleeves. You can never tell the difference. So the same thing should be done to the Amiibos now, like Magic the Gathering is doing for their rare cards. Find a place for a seal so that you can know that they're authentic, to cut down on this sort of stuff. So, next thing on the docket, I'm not sure how I feel about this, but there's going to be a new Mega Man TV series coming in 2017.
Who's doing it? Is it just
Dentsu Entertainment will partner with Man of Action Entertainment to develop the Mega Man series for global audience. Man of Action is known as the creators of Ben 10 and Generation Rex. Okay, sure. We haven't got a good Mega Man cartoon yet. I mean, sure, Super Fighting Robot Mega Man. Okay, sure.
Mega Man. Sorry,
but when we were kids and these Mega Man cartoons came on, you know, Super Fighting Robot, you were glued to the damn TV. And you're like, yeah, Mega Man, oh, kick ass, oh, he's cutting and beating up Cutman, yeah, fucking awesome. Touch him, get his power, yeah. You look back at an adult and you're like, you look back at it now and you're like, what the fuck was wrong with me as a kid? These cartoons are horrible.
Indeed, but still good. I still like them.
I mean, of course, because they're Mega Man. Of course. But he's like, these cartoons were just terrible. But, you know, if they can give us something that's actually kind of cool, you know, go for it. My suggestion to these two guys, Mega Man, I feel it almost needs to be gritty. I mean, I'm not saying, like, let's not go Breaking Bad on Mega Man or anything.
No. But I know what you mean.
That's not what I mean. I mean, there needs to be like serious fighting scenes. There needs to be like serious subjects, you know? And just don't make it, I mean, please don't make it anything near what Captain N did. I mean, Captain N ruined Mega Man. It was like the worst thing ever.
I don't know why they made him so pudgy.
It's like they made him like a fat cancer survivor.
Oh gosh.
You know I'm right. You know I'm right. Because for some reason Mega Man talked like this. And every sentence started with Mega and had Mega in it somewhere. Mega Man has to use the Mega Shedder because I got a Mega Turd coming. You know, that sort of crap. So I'm hoping it's going to be good. Because Mega Man needs like justice done to it. You know what? I can compare it to something, and hold on. I'm gonna find this real quick.
Mega Man.
There was a. Okay, here. Maverick Hunter. It was called The Day of Sigma. It was a 30-minute. I don't know if it was just 30-minute or not, but it was called The Day of Sigma. It was included within Mega Man X Maverick Hunter, and it was an anime where it explained a lot of things, you know, with the X series. And maybe was this it where he fought Sigma? I'm not sure if this was it, but anyway, there was an anime done with it where oh yeah, this was it. But it was like, it was real, and it was gritty, and it was violent. And, you know, Mega Man is a series about you going around and blasting the fuck out of everything that moves. And when you blow up a robot, it explodes. You know? And if it's if they do a series like this Day of Sigma, great. Go along this route. Do this, because this looks awesome. You know, this Day of Sigma. I'm sure some of you have seen it, but looks freaking awesome. So do that. So next on the list, a new Dr. Mario game. Ooh. A new Dr. Mario game. Oh yeah. It's going to be called Dr. Mario Miracle Cure. Miracle. It's going to be available in the Nintendo eShop June 11th, and it's available for pre-purchase now. So, Dr. Mario Miracle Cure, I'm gonna stumble on this freaking name. It's going to have
the remix.
It's going to have the classic Dr. Mario in it and whatnot, but it's going to have 3 different game modes. One for Dr. Mario, and there's going to be a new one called Dr. Luigi, which is going to take Dr. Mario, except it's going to have Luigi throwing in L-shaped pills. Instead of like the normal 2-space pills, they're going to be 4-space pills.
That's going to be crazy.
And then there's going to be a new battle game where you're going to be getting a germ buster thing, where as you do stuff, this little meter on the side of the screen is going to slowly increase. And when you get to the top of it, you get like a super power-up, where it's going to be like the ones that I saw, where it's going to be like a bomb that'll clear out a specific area, or it's going to be, you know, this line power-up where you're going to be able to eliminate a whole vertical line, or it's going to be like this I don't know if it's like a germ buster itself, where if you touch a germ with it, it's going to eliminate all of the germs of that color. So it's going to have online local multiplayer.
I can't see people not liking it. I really can't. I mean, one, it's Dr. Mario, and 2, they're actually giving us game modes that are fun, that are not like bullshit.
Right.
Like Tetris 2 and stuff. I'm sorry, I did not like any of those other Tetris games. Tetris was Tetris, and that's the way it should have been. Yeah.
So, available June 11th. I mean, that's going to be, what, next Tuesday. So, this coming Tuesday, I should say. So, Dr. Mario and the Miracle Cure. Get it, because it just looks awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And final thing that I have, I'm going to go back to Pacman again.
What was the Pacman?
Love me some Pacman. But Bandai Namco released or announces an Android and iOS game called Pacman 256. Alright. It's going to have the classic Pacman gameplay, where, you know, he goes around the board and, you know, the ghosts, blah, blah, blah. You're going to get new power-ups, and, you know, it's going to have the classic gameplay, but also they're going to have this interesting thing, and I only saw just a tiny little bit of it, but it's going to be called Pacman 256 for a reason. Anybody who knows the Pacman series know that after level 256, when you go to level 257, the game glitches the fuck out.
Yeah, because it can't handle the number after that.
After 256. So the game board just goes fucking crazy, and there's glitches everywhere. Well, Bandai Namco is going to honor this in a new game mode where you're going to start having to outrace the glitch on the screen. Where it's going to start showing up at the bottom of the screen, and you're going to have to like work your way up the screen to outrace this glitch.
Yeah, that sounds pretty unique.
It looks so cool.
Yeah, it really does.
And it's new Pac-Man.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that they are actually acknowledging the glitch is kind of neat.
Yeah, that's true.
And, you know, just watching the trailer here and watching you, like, run away from, like, random digital numbers that are coming after you. It's so neat. But, it's called Pacman 256. It's going to be releasing in the summer for Android and iOS systems in the summer of 2015. I probably just said that, but... So there you go. That is my neck of the woods for news. So, Stefan, on to you.
Okay, well... This is probably going to be a full news episode because there's so much friggin' news this week. First one that I have there in more Nintendo news is a new Chibi-Robo game. And not only that, but it's also coming with its own Amiibo. So, this is for, as far as I know, just a 3DS, but I mean, still, it's a new Chibi-Robo game. But they're making it more into, like, a platformer than the unique style where you had kind of like I guess a sandbox kind of thing, where you had, like, the whole house and the backyard and that sort of thing. Right. And it seems like now they're trying to make it just into a platformer, which is kind of cool, but at the same time, it's like, but I don't want to miss the old style of Chibi-Robo, like on the GameCube. That was the fun one. Right. So, but I do like that we're going to get a little Amiibo of them.
Yeah, I mean, this looks relatively neat. I mean,
it does, yeah.
It kind of reminds me of, like, I want to say it kind of reminds me of Katamari Damacy. Mm-hmm. In, like, the kind of the way that it looks. I mean, not really, like, the same for the gameplay, but it kind of reminds me of that. Where, you know, this looks pretty cool.
I think the one that I sent you is actually the GameCube trailer, from what I can see here.
Yeah.
But there is one, they had it on the Nintendo Direct. But anyways, yeah. So, anyone who's out there that's a fan of the Chibi-Robo game, you'll be quite excited to know that they will be releasing a Chibi-Robo game, I think later this year. I'm not exactly 100% sure on the dates for it.
I'm gonna have to look this up now because I might have just been talking. I haven't played Chibi-Robo before, so I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, I have a copy of it here. It's actually a really fun game to play. One of the, I guess, hidden gems for the GameCube, in my opinion. Not too many people talk about it, but it is a fun game. I watched, I think, M-Web play it once, and I watched 84Jave play it, and Jave went all the way through, and that was what really got me into wanting to play it, and that's why I bought it, pretty much, so.
Gotcha. Coming to the 3DS.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, alright, okay. Now I see what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Alright.
I mean, he looks awesome in the video there. Like, the shininess to him and, like, the reflectiveness to him is great. But then when you see him in game, it's like, Jesus, why is he so bright? Like, he's, like, emitting light, almost. That's the one thing I don't like about the 3DS version as well, is that he looks like he's glowing.
Ah!
But when you do compare it to the old GameCube version, the GameCube version was, like, oh, just so good.
Yeah. I mean, alright. I mean, sure. But, I don't know. It seems that it's changed a lot.
Yeah, a lot. Like I said, it's a full platforming game now, and he has, like, his cord as a weapon or a whip or something. Which, I like the unique style of platforming, but at the same time, it's like, this is not the Chibi-Robo that everyone knows and is used to. Like, you're changing the entire element of the game to just exploring random crap outside. I don't know.
Right.
I mean, again, like, I can understand it being fun or whatever, but it's not Chibi-Robo in my opinion.
Yeah. Okay. So now that I'm actually looking at the right thing, I was looking at the GameCube one before. Now, like I was saying, it reminds me of Katamari Damacy. It more kind of points me at like Little Big Planet.
Yeah, maybe, but I mean, I don't know. It's like, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, more like Little Big Planet. Yeah, you're right. Because you are using, like, you are knocking down obstacles in the game and bringing them down so you can use them. Yeah, I understand exactly what you mean.
Yeah. So I mean, it looks like it's an interesting design, but that's such a big change from the first game. I mean,
huge. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like I said, I only saw like the little bit of the trailer, the wrong trailer that you sent me to. But now that I'm seeing this trailer, why such a huge change? I mean, I don't know. I mean, the game does look neat. Not gonna lie, but again, I might give it a try.
Just a huge change. I'm gonna buy it just because, well, one, it's a Chibi-Robo game, and two, because of the Amiibo. The Amiibo looks awesome, and I want it.
Yes, it does. It absolutely does. But yeah, okay, sure.
Next thing in the news is, I mentioned last week that in development was a Minecraft-like Lego game. Well, they released Lego Worlds this week, and yeah, I bought it immediately, and it's so much fun. If they incorporate more Minecraft features, like being able to craft stuff to make new items and such, I can see it being a very, very entertaining game that, like, incorporate more RPG, more survival stuff.
Right.
But again, where it is Lego, they are keeping it friendly. Like, you fall in lava, yes, you die, but you regenerate on the shore that you just jumped off of to fall into that lava. Just like in every other Lego game. You fall off the edge, okay, well, you lost some you know, what is it, the coins or whatever that they have.
Right.
But, I mean, other than that, like, the game looks incredible. Like, the generation of the terrain is really well done. The lighting and shading that is already incorporated in the game, like, you wouldn't need a mod for it. There's no point in even... Well, I mean, you could make other mods for it, obviously, yes, but the in-game stuff looks really good on its own.
Wow.
And the building aspect, in my opinion, is better than Minecraft, only for the fact that it comes with sets already pre-made, you can get vehicles, and it has every shape and size of Lego block, meaning you're not just stuck with a one block, one size like you are in Minecraft. You get every single size, like more or less having a microblocks mod in Minecraft, but it's just it's Lego.
Cool. That's pretty cool.
Oh, super awesome! You can tear apart a mountain with your little gun that just evens out terrain. It's so much fun, and then spoiler alert for anyone who's watching my playthrough of it, but I found a drill vehicle today. Oh god, that thing is so much fun. Oh,
wait,
so good.
So is it just really you can drive into terrain and get the blocks from it?
Yeah. Like you can just make your own wormholes throughout the planet that you're on.
Oh my god, that actually sounds amazing.
Now, and I may be wrong on this. It may be a different game, or no, it is a different game. Never mind. But I'll get into that. That's a different game that we're talking about later. that's similar to this type of game, to another Minecraft-style game, but again, I'll get into that later. But anyways, LEGO Worlds, if you like LEGO and you like Minecraft at all, or at least building stuff, go buy it, and never be disappointed ever again. Never look for another game where you have to build stuff. Anyways, moving on. For the people out there who enjoy the Moon of Harvest and the Harvest Moon game series, they're putting out Seeds of Memories. And this is going to be coming out for the Wii U, the PC, the iOS, and Android this winter. And I think it's been a while since they've had a Harvest Moon game, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's been a little while.
Yeah, like maybe since the Wii? I could be wrong. I don't play the series much, but I've seen it.
Yeah,
and I
I
was like,
think
that's
the last
actually
one has
interesting.
been on the Wii.
Yeah, I believe so. So, I mean, I know, yes, it's not that long compared to some series, but I mean, still, for the people who enjoy Harvest Moon, it probably was forever. So, it's a series that I've wanted to get into more, but I just didn't understand it as much, and I think I have one for the GameCube that we haven't really played too much, but maybe I should give it a try. Maybe I should add it to the list.
Oh, wait, there was a Harvest Moon on the 3DS just recently. Harvest Moon 3D The Lost Valley.
Oh, okay.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
See,
there you go.
That just goes to show you. Some series we don't know nothing about. We just want to mention them because, well,
right.
It could be important to somebody else.
I know nothing about Harvest Moon. I'm literally doing this research on the fly. So
the first one I know came out for the SNES, as far as I know. And
back in 1996.
And that is an expensive game now.
Oh, yeah.
Very expensive.
Yeah. I know. I've heard that there are some people who are still playing their original Harvest Moons.
Yep.
And that they're still playing the same game.
Oh, yeah, that's like any of those games. Like Animal Crossing, when it first came out for GameCube. We still have our saves for that. Just because why not?
I mean, holy crap. I mean, the game's almost 20 years old and people are still playing the original game? Yep. Like, their first save? Holy shit. Sure.
I don't blame them. I'm sure there's people out there who have, like, original Zelda saves on their Zelda carts.
Well, I mean, they're still playing, like, how, Animal Crossing, you could still be playing the same game. Mm-hmm. Not like I started this game back in 1996. I still am playing the same game from the same save for all this time.
Actually, again, couldn't you still do that on Zelda? Because couldn't you keep continuing on the new quests?
I mean, you can, but you eventually finish them.
Yeah. Okay.
But there's an end to them. Yeah, but as I'm hearing, there's still like people playing like the same game.
Jesus, that's still pretty crazy. Yeah.
So, like, I wish I had more input, but I don't know anything about Harvest Moon, so I can't tell you.
That's fine. Neither do I, and that's fine. But I guess getting to the next topic here, something that I'm sure both of us should be able to talk about. The new Fallout 4.
Oh boy!
Not only did a countdown appear, a trailer was released, and it's now been confirmed for the PC, Xbox One, and PS4. So everyone's gonna get their fingers wet in that one, except for Nintendo users, which I don't really blame them because Nintendo's gonna be like, no, we can't. There's way too much stuff in that we'd have. People would be drinking milk, and people would just be getting punched out instead of shot, and we just can't have it.
I mean, I'm just looking over this trailer now, and good.
Oh, you haven't seen it yet? Oh my God!
I haven't seen it yet. I'm watching it now, and man,
I'm not gonna ruin anything for anyone, but if anything,
good.
If what they show there at the end, the end sequence there with the character and whatever else is there, then I'm gonna be really happy if that's the case, because that'd be really cool, in my opinion.
Oh wait,
yeah.
Are we actually gonna get to see like actual Fallout happening?
That's another thing that I was wondering as well. Because it looks like they flashed to when it was just happening or has happened.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know. It's a really crazy trailer. And the there's a dog in the trailer, and the dog looks like... When the dog first showed up in the doorway, I thought it was like They put an actual dog.
Wait, is that Brotherhood armor?
Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
There's all kinds of crazy. I'm telling you, the trailer is gonna drive anyone who likes Fallout at all. Like the trailer's enough to drive you crazy, just because.
Oh man. Oh man.
That could be one of those games that I'll probably end up streaming on a daily basis because it'll take me too long to record and play, because I'll be just like, no, rendering shit is taking too long and I want to record and do it again now. So streaming's the only way of doing Fallout 4.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's gonna be, oh god.
We better move on.
Yeah,
we better move on.
Okay, next thing, XCOM 2. Now, again, another game that I'm not very familiar with, but apparently this was a big shock to a lot of people that XCOM 2 is announced for PC only.
Wow, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, XCOM is a huge series, and I know, Queasy's going to be, like, freaking out over this. I mean, for the couple screenshots that we have, again, this is another game that just looks, like, aesthetically awesome.
Yeah. The only part is this part where they show the vehicle next to the two, I guess, cops that are there.
Yeah.
The vehicle looks super blocky to me.
Yeah.
Like, very old school, like, 3D stunt effects driver, or whatever the fuck it was called, like back in the 486. That's what that car reminds me of for some reason.
Yeah, kind of.
No, other than that, I mean, that's just what I noticed immediately for some reason, but everything else looks really good.
The car kind of feels like I'm watching Demolition Man.
Yeah,
a movie with Sylvester Stallone, and they had like those cars. That's kind of what it makes me feel like. It's gonna be something like that.
Wasn't Wesley Snipes in that?
Yeah, it was Wesley Snipes and Sylvester Stallone.
Oh god!
How many times he says the word Phoenix? Where half the time it doesn't sound like he's saying Phoenix. It sounds, because it's Sylvester Stallone. It sounds like he's saying penis, penis. Penis?
Like, that could be the case.
Don't give Sylvester Stallone a word that's that close to penis. I mean, come on. He's the guy.
You're asking for it then, yeah.
Yeah. But, only being PC is very... I mean, for what I'm to understand, XCOM was PC original to begin with. But the fact that we're getting a new XCOM game now and it's only going to be PC is a little questionable. I mean, I could very well see a game like XCOM being a PS4 or an Xbox One game.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
it doesn't look like it would be too limiting or anything. Unless
not really.
It's really driving in the graphics, but I mean, Jesus.
Yeah, I'm not really getting why this is only a PC, but still looks pretty good.
Indeed. So again, Witcher 3, can you not hear enough about it? But I mean, they keep really driving at their sales. Another thing that they've added recently is, buy the Witcher 3 expansion pass, get the previous games for free. So basically, you buy the Witcher 3 with the expansion pass and you get the first two games.
What more can these guys possibly do to make it just so they want to buy this game?
It's like, you have to follow this series, is basically what they're saying.
I mean, the game already looks just amazing enough. If you just do more shit to just make it even that much more interesting to purchase.
Mm-hmm. Now, the only thing is that you have to do this by June 8th. Otherwise, you will miss out on this special offer. So
yeah, so by the time you guys hear this, you only got like 2 days. So
indeed, so
if you don't already have it, and
if I'm late on the podcast again, it could be only 1 day.
Yeah,
which I apologize, but hey, 24 hours in the computing world for digital copies of stuff means forever. So
forever, yeah.
So yeah, just wanted to hit on that real quick. Something that I thought you might have found very interesting, actually, Scott, was Mad Catz is teaming with Capcom to make a Street Fighter V Arcade Fight Stick Tournament Edition.
Gotta look at this, because...
Of course. It looks really good. It's small, but, like, big enough for what you want it for. Like, it could sit perfectly in your lap, and, like, you'd be able to play arcade style. It looks good. I think it looks awesome.
Oh, wow. Wow, that does look pretty slick.
It does. And I like the 2 little buttons on the back. Like the old school. Oh, I really love it. So
yeah, that does look pretty slick. It's probably going to be another one of those $200 fight sticks, but I mean,
still.
I mean, let's see. They're even saying like the legacy of people who are using their fight sticks, like Daigo Umihara, like the godfather of Street Fighter, Daigo Umihara, Mr. Ryu himself, Infiltration, Luffy, Gamer B, Ricky Ortiz, Justin Wong. Justin Wong uses these fight sticks. I mean, come on, guys. If Justin Wong can use this stuff, you should be using it too.
Not only that, but even the like the little graphic that they have applied there, I'm sure that's going to be custom made, you know, by Capcom. So I mean, it's going to look nice. It's probably not going to peel. It's, you know, it's probably going to be able to take some wear of your hands being on it all the time, and they know the people who are playing it with their fucking, to show the picture of it there with like the coconut water. It's like, yeah, that's fine for the people who are developing it and stuff. You're talking about the fat bastards who are eating like cheesies and Mountain Dew and just saying, fuck this, the extra bit of cheese on the joystick makes it that much more better.
Right.
And you know, so I mean, you gotta have some wear and tear there, so they're obviously gonna make a quality product.
Yeah, I mean, the fight stick that mine is right here. Have it in my hand right now.
I'm jealous.
I mean, yep. This is.
I thought about getting the Super Nintendo one as a fight stick, actually. Because it's very close to what a fight stick would be like for a lot of the games that you can play on, like MAME and stuff. So.
Right. So, I mean, the fight stick that I have right now, the front panel, as you can see, like I'm sure you're going to have the picture of it right there. The front panel of it, where it has like the Street Fighter logo and whatnot for the Street Fighter V logo, everything is in one solid piece. To where like the front panel that I have on mine is not in one piece. It's kept on the front by six little things here, and. Not gonna lie, it's a little bit of a pain in the ass because these things every once in a while will, you know, when you're like you're playing all hardcore and blah blah blah, and you move your stuff around, and this stuff gets on your wrists, and you know, every once in a while it's a thing where, you know, play Magic, playing freaking hard, and this thing's here, you know, where this stuff is not appearing on this fight stick, and I really like that fact.
Yeah,
that's not there. And I mean, everything that you want in a fight stick is there. I mean, you got your 8 buttons, everything's there. The joypad is in a perfect position of where you want it to be for your hand.
There's also a couple of switches up in the top right that I'm actually really wondering about as well.
Most of those things will be controlling your D-pad. Like the one that I have here, if you flip it over all the way to the left, it's for the left stick, for the right stick, and then the D-pad if you put it right in the middle, and then on the other one just locks all of your options on. Okay. But also there's like other buttons there where you see like there's like the 8 little panels. That's for turbo. It's like, so if you like hold in like the turbo button, it like hold in that button and then hit Y, that turns your Y into a turbo button now.
Jesus. So and it's like programming for the stick itself.
Right, yeah.
Jesus.
And then 2 buttons in the back. One is for start and one is for back. So got those 2 back here too. So.
Oh, Scott, stop it! You're making me jealous. I need to get a real fight stick. Yeah. That would get me back into fighters, I think.
If you seriously want to get into fighting games, if you want to just sit down and get yourself acclimated and get yourself to the point where you can start like competing in real fighting game tournaments, these are an absolute must. I mean, not to say that you can't get good on a controller, because you can. There are some players,
but still,
there are some players who play on controllers, but there are certain things that you just absolutely cannot do on a controller, which you can do on a fight stick. Like, let's just say, for instance, Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Let's take a character like Wolverine. If you want to try to do Drill Claw, if you're doing it like on a fight stick, it's just like, you know, boom, Drill Claw.
Well, I mean, if you look at the 2014 winner, Luffy, he used a PlayStation controller.
Right.
Whereas everybody else, as far as I could see, they used some type of like fighting stick.
Right. I mean, like I said, but look at all of these guys who are all using fight sticks. It's just very rarely you'll find somebody who's playing well on a controller. But most of these players, I'm gonna say probably 19 out of 20 are going to be using a fight stick. Or for an example, like I was saying, doing the Wolverine, drill claw, boom, drill claw, boom, drill claw. On a controller, you have to hit like the top and the bottom buttons at the same time, which is really difficult. Because it's like on a Nintendo or Super Nintendo controller. It's like trying to hit A and Y at the same time. Where you have to try to put like your thumb and your pinky across the top and the bottom buttons at the same time. Where that's really difficult. To where like a fight stick is just boom, it's done. So this Street Fighter fight stick looks beautiful. It's probably gonna be in around like the $150 range or whatnot, maybe a little bit more because it's gonna be something custom from Capcom. But like I said, if you want to get serious into the fighting game community, you absolutely gotta have one.
So yeah, I guess moving on from that, something I thought was really awesome and I want is Dragonquest Heroes, which is a PS4 exclusive as far as I know. Collector's Edition comes in a treasure chest, and the game itself is going to be like Hyrule Warriors. It's like a Dynasty Warriors style. So, but not only that, you get this big-ass like treasure box, the game, a big king slime, and then a slime keychain, and then you get, what is this thing? A lanyard, yeah. The slime-themed lanyard as well, with all the different slimes on it. And then you get exclusive in-game content as well, so... And it's all slime items, obviously, because,
That's Dragon Quest.
Indeed. But, oh, this looks so good, and I'm actually very interested to see how they make this work as a Dynasty Warriors type game. Only for the fact that, will there still be RPG elements? I would assume there will be. I can't see them not doing that.
Holy crap.
Oh, you're watching?
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. It looks really good. Boy. Like, I don't even own a PS4, and I'm probably going to buy it. Just so I can have the collector's edition, because I want that treasure box. It looks awesome. I don't even care how much it costs.
This looks so cool. And you can very plainly tell it is still animated by Akira Toriyama.
And it looks so good.
Oh my god, it's got Dragon Quest 8 characters in it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Dragon Quest 7 characters in it.
Yes. Well, I mean, think about it. It's a Dynasty Warriors type game where you're just doing, hack and slash a multitude of enemies. I mean, you can just pick whatever kind of character you want. Doesn't matter which storyline they come from. Because you can just, star in, I guess, their storyline, or perhaps they can just come into the same one. Regardless, it looks awesome.
Heroes, the World's Tree Woe and the Blight Below.
I mean, I don't know about you. I've always liked the Dragon Quest games, and I've always liked Dynasty Warriors games, so this looks awesome to me.
Whoa. This is going to make Hyrule Warriors look silly, and I am a Zelda fanatic.
Oh my god! Oh, they have oh man, they have all the heroes from all the Dragon Quest games there. It's not just like...
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, they have one of the original ones from the NES. So.
I mean, I just saw like freaking I saw Jessica and Yangus just jump into that there, and I'm like, Dragon Quest 8 characters, I love it.
If you actually scan back where they're all stood up there together, in one final pose, the one with the fan, I'm pretty sure she's from one of the earlier ones, if I'm not mistaken.
This is gonna be a good game.
Indeed.
This is going to be a good game, and this is going to make me wish I had a PS4.
Yeah, I'm going to end up having to buy one just to go with this game eventually.
Right, because...
Fuck! I don't have the money for it.
That.
Well, I mean, it's priced on the Square Enix online store. The collector's edition itself is priced at $100. And that was PS4. Ooh.
But the stuff you're getting with it is just... I mean, you're going to get the in-game content, the slime, the King Slime plushie, the King Slime keychain, the King Slime lanyard. That treasure chest looks fucking awesome.
Dear PlayStation, could you please make a PS4 bundle with the Dragonquest Heroes Collector's Edition. Please. Please.
I mean, could you imagine if they would say, okay, let's tack on an extra $50 onto this thing and re-release, like, how many of the older Dragon Quest games with it?
Honestly, they could...
Dude. Let's say, okay, for an extra $50, we're going to tack on Dragon Quest 5 through 8.
Oh, that'd be so... Like, I want to go play, like, Dragon Quest 8, like, right now.
I actually so do myself. Okay, again, let's move along before we don't talk about anything.
Yeah, again, like I said, this is why the podcast, it's going to be long, but it's going to be a lot of gaming news. So.
We could sit, I mean, we could sit here for hours and sit here and talk about Dragon Quest alone.
Yeah, not to mention, like, half the other games we've already brought up there. Jesus.
Yeah.
And another one that we both had our time dabbling around in, Terraria. It's finally coming to the Wii U. So Nintendo players, you will have Terraria, which means they're just expanding their market to even more people. And if you haven't played Terraria, what the fuck were you
What's wrong
doing?
with you? What is wrong with you?
Like, I'm sorry, even if you're a Minecraft player, you've had to have seen Terraria at one point and dabbled in it. It's so awesome.
I mean, for real, if you have not played Terraria, you either are not a gamer or you have lived under a fucking rock.
Yeah, really though. Oh,
I mean,
God.
That's a very wide comment, and I apologize to whoever I offended there. But still, if you haven't played Terraria, you can get it for like $10 on Steam. Go get the game and play it. It's so
Pretty
good.
sure you can get it on like almost any console now.
Oh yeah, pretty much. I mean, I think there's like Xbox 360 now, and there's
I'm pretty sure it's on PlayStation.
It's on PS3, and the thing is, like, the console editions are adding things to it that weren't in the game to begin with.
Indeed.
So, like, new players are going to be getting, like, the brand new versions of Terraria, which, like, older players, like, I was watching, actually, I want to say a couple weeks ago, I was watching some guys playing on, I want to say, PS3 or something like that, or whatever, and they're mining up stuff, I don't even know what they were, and I'm like, what the hell is that? What is this stuff? Why are you getting this already? Have you beat Wall of Flesh? And they're like, what's Wall of Flesh? Oh my god. It's like, but for real, Terraria is an amazing game. And I'm not one of the players who usually plays games like this, you know? I haven't really played that much of Starbound. I haven't played much Minecraft. I haven't played, you know, much of the other stuff like that. But I have...
He has them all.
I have them all. But good lord, how much time have I put into Terraria? Actually, let's open Steam right now and see how many hours of Terraria I have. Terraria.
Count. Mine was a Humble Bundle gift given to me.
Terraria, mine says 227 hours.
And the Steam version of the one that I have is 46 hours. So that's to tack on like 3 extra years on the one that I had before that. So
yeah,
you can spend a lot of time playing Terraria.
Oh god, yes. Like, it's really like that perfect time sink where you're like, man, I'm bored. What do I want to do for the next 18 hours of my life?
Solitaire? No, fuck that.
Because you'll find yourself like going a little bit deeper and a little bit deeper into that cave and a little bit deeper into that cave, and all of a sudden you realize it's dawn.
And all the zombies.
And I don't mean in the game.
Oh,
I
yeah.
meant in real life.
Well, and zombies are
you look out your actual window and you're like, oh, I have to be to work in 30 minutes. It's one of those games that's just that enveloping that you have to actually, like, how many times? I mean, when me and Gene were sitting down and playing Terraria, how many times did I set an alarm on my computer to know when to stop playing?
Yeah, actually,
a lot.
Yeah, that was
a lot. Where it's like, oh, the alarm just went off. I gotta stop playing, guys, because I have things to do tomorrow. I have to go to bed now.
Making yourself stop. So yeah, Terraria, if you haven't played it, at least go watch a trailer for it, and if you don't want to play it because of that, then
I don't know what will make you want to play it.
Yeah. And speaking of trailers, new trailer for Mighty Number 9. And oh my god, if you didn't want to play
yet.
Oh my god, you are going to poop a lot.
Alright, so if you've been listening to these podcasts, you know how big a fan of Mega Man I am.
Oh yeah, my character thing, my little avatar through YouTube.
Yeah,
is
it's
Mega Man.
Fireman. Is it still Fireman?
No, right now it's Gravity Man.
Oh, Gravity Man or Crystal Man?
Crystal Man. Is it?
Crystal.
Yeah. Now you got me confused. Stop.
Hold on. YouTube. Hold on. We're gonna stop. Stop this. Okay, my subscriptions. Okay, hold on. I gotta look.
It's there in
Old
Skype.
Gamer. Oh, duh. Oh my god. That's it. I think that's Crystal Man.
Okay.
Hold on. That's not Crystal Man. Oh yes, it is. That's Crystal Man.
Yeah, it is Crystal Man.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. So now you make me feel like poop.
Back to Mighty Number 9.
Oh, yeah. Watch that trailer because it's gonna happen. Like watching the trailer makes me feel like this is gonna be like one of the best games released, like this year, if not for a while. Like this is for an indie game. Oh my god! Like how is this not a big developer game? I can't. It's so good.
What?
Yeah.
What? Oh my god. Yo, that car scene where he's like on a highway and going between cars.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's the best.
And then if you pre-order now, you receive Retro Hero DLC.
Oh, we actually September. Oh my god, we have a release date.
Indeed.
Ah.
We've had a release date for a while, dude.
Have we?
Yeah.
That just shows you how out of the loop I was. Honestly, I've been ignoring the stuff for this because I just want to be surprised. But now that god damn it! Why isn't it September? For real, why isn't it September?
It is. September.
3DS, PC, PS Vita, PS3, PS4, Wii U, Xbox 360, and Xbox One.
Of course, everyone's gonna want. I cannot see someone not wanting this.
If you don't buy this game, you don't like Mega Man. That's the only way that I can possibly put it.
Yep, because this is Mega Man spit out. Like, there's no other.
There's no way. There's no way that you don't buy this game for any reason other than you don't like Mega Man.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't like Mega Man, sure, that's fine. You can not like what you like. But if you like Mega Man and you don't purchase this game, there's something wrong with you. Because this just, that just blew my mind.
Mm-hmm.
That trailer's so good.
So, going back to, I guess something that's a little less making us, doing stuff that we shouldn't be doing to ourselves. Team Fortress 2 recently released a map workshop program. So more or less, it's a map making program. So you can make your own maps for Team Fortress 2.
Oh my dear God.
Okay, never mind. I made Scott have soggy underwear again.
Oh my God.
It keeps happening. I apologize to the listeners.
You're going to be able to make your own maps in TF2.
Yep. It's already out as far as I know. The beta's out for it, and I think then they released it like a couple days later.
All right, nice knowing you guys.
Okay, so thus ends the podcast. No, I'm just kidding. Jesus. So
as if the game wasn't godlike on its own. Here's something that you can use even more of your time with this game to make it even that much more awesome. And you know that there are going to be guys out there who are dedicated to this and are going to make maps that are going to be godlike.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to be able to make like custom games to just make it like we're gonna get more game types now, more than just capture the flag or deathmatch or whatever. Where we're gonna just have more and more and more TF2 content. This was an amazing idea, and I really have to schedule my time.
So there you go. So anyone who likes Team Fortress 2, I'm sure that's, if you haven't played it already or looked into it, I'm sure you will. Scott's probably going to get that after the podcast.
You damn right I am.
But moving on to our first Kickstarter of the podcast. If you've heard, I'm sure some of you have heard this game before, but Bard's Tale 4 has recently got a Kickstarter. Just started a couple of days ago, and has 37 days to go. It's already has 20,000 backers, almost 21,000. Already has 887,000. They're looking for 1.25 million. And if you don't know or haven't played Bard's Tale, it is one of the best series for dungeon games. Like, for a true D&D kind of experience for a consoling or a PC gaming, Bard's Tale is the way to go. It's really awesome. I mean, again, you said you haven't played Bard's Tale.
Well, I've played very little of it, I should say. I've played very little Bard's Tale. And for the little that I've played, it, like he said, it's very dungeon crawly, and it's very hard.
Yeah, it can be. It can be, yes.
Yeah, and it's not one of these games where you just sit down and be like, hurdy-hur, I'm going to go through the dungeon and I'm going to kill everything, hurdy-hur.
Well, see, the thing that a lot of people don't realize is that the old school dungeon games, like, now imagine that, the original Bard's Tale was on the Apple II. This is 1985. So think about that for a second. These original dungeon games, they were hard as fuck.
Oh, God, yes.
And I'm sorry, unless you were, like... I know you're a D&D player. I am not. I have some D&D stuff. I've always wanted to dabble and play the game at some point, but I just don't know people. But unless you're really into that and you know what you're doing, some of these games can be really fucking hard.
And even some of us who do know what we're doing,
these
games are hard.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, the new Bard's Tale 4, I mean, oh my god, it looks so good.
It really looks good. I mean, even though, like I said, I've played very little of the Bard's Tale game, for like the few minutes that they give us, the game just looks so good.
Well, I mean, not only that, but they kind of tell you about other things, like the city underneath the city. There's like a whole city underneath the city that right. It needs to be explored, and oh god, just like the little art pictures that they showed her, like makes me want to, so good. Yeah. So, it just like and the Kickstarter. Oh shite! What is? Are you serious? Okay, I want to see how much that reward is for the treasure chest, because I want. I'm not even kidding. That thing looks fucking awesome.
That whole big thing.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. You get to be part of the launch party. You get social media love from them. Ultimate Reliquary Edition. You get to item design something. Premier Edition signed. Collector's album box. Standing Stones of Gratitude, whatever that means. Be a barfly. So I'm assuming that means you get to be a character in the game. Get your name in the credits. A printed art book. Digital BT1 or Bart. Okay, a digital Bard's Tale 1 through 3 novellas. A digital strategy guide. A digital Bard's Tale 4 novellas. CD soundtrack. Digital soundtrack. Digital songbook. Digital copy of the game. A digital manual. Art book. A actual cloth map. Alpha and beta access, a printed manual, a printed songbook, a forum badge, digital wallpapers, and a digital map. But you get to be part of their launch party.
And I need to know where this goddamn treasure chest is, and I can't find it. I want the treasure chest!
I mean, damn, all that stuff.
Who gives a fuck about behind the scenes? Anyway, sorry,
yeah.
I got super excited. If you go to the Kickstarter page, you'll see what I'm talking about. Like, oh god, like it's studded. It look like I have a chest over there, over on the steps over there. It's about as tall as where the lid comes up to. So mine's pretty small compared to that one. So that one would look, oh man. I don't know. I'm always into this old school looking stuff. Like, I would be the person that when you go to a 50-year-old man's house and it's my place, that there's probably like armor over in the fucking corner because that's what I'd like to see in my house.
the reliquary box you're talking about, I think that starts at the $5,000 donation.
Jesus. Okay. So I will not be getting that. Oh wait, at the $500.
500?
Yes. At the $550 mark. Okay,
oh, wow.
I see it down there.
Yeah.
That's what I have it listed. But yeah, you also get like a cloth map. That's man, there's so much stuff in this guy. Oh god, it looks so good. I can't fork over $500 for a treasure chest though, unless it's like out of fucking Scotland or something from like 18 or 15 something. I don't know what fucking year. Shit.
But just to point out how amazingly popular this game has been over the years, there's been $4,000 in donations in the time we've been talking about this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see this not happening. Like, this, by next week, I will probably have an update saying, Bard sale's gone ahead.
So, we've been talking about this for 3 minutes, guys. 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And there's been $4,000 of donations.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ooh, so anyways, go and check that out. If you're interested in this type of game, you will not be disappointed if you back it. Believe me, you will not be disappointed whatsoever. Anyways, moving along. Again, something that we don't really talk about too often is equipment or electronics, but I'm trying to add in some stuff as I see it coming along. And one of those things is the Nvidia GTX 980 Ti. Is now out and it only costs $650. I know that still sounds like a lot, but compared to the other brands that are at its low end and the high end, because I think that the newest Ti that they put out is like, I don't know if they said it was, I think it was 16 gigs of virtual RAM or video RAM, sorry, that you get from it. This one here is half.
Yeah.
So I mean, still, that's pretty awesome. That's a really, really nice video card. And another nice thing about it is that if you go and buy it, you get a copy of Batman Arkham Knight. So I mean, that's chopping off like almost $50 for you.
And like, I'm just looking at some of the screenshots of the comparisons between, you know, like just the 780 to the 980.
Oh God!
Holy hell!
Well, yeah, and that's in the that's in the TI range as well.
Yeah, but jeez, just let me just get. I mean, it's a $650 investment, but god damn, you ain't gonna need anything for years.
Right, and if you have two of them,
oh my god,
you won't be needing a video card like for probably like 10 years, unless they do something crazy with. I mean, it's computers, so they probably will. But yeah, if you're interested in that, or you have some money to throw around, you're looking at a high-end video card, Nvidia just said, "Here you go. You want it? Come and get it."
GTX 980 Ti. There you go.
So before I get to the last 3 Kickstarters, yeah, that's right. There's still 3 more. I'm gonna get to something about Skyrim. Skyrim has some very unique mods being worked on right now by a community. One is called Skywind, which is a mod for Skyrim that brings back basically the entire Morrowind game into your Skyrim game.
Wow.
Wait, there's more. They're working on a second one called Skyblivion that puts Oblivion and all of everything that was going on there. All of the... Jesus, I can't even think of the name of the place that was taking place in.
Oh, where, Oblivion?
Yes.
Not Teradel, was it?
Let's see.
shit. Oh, God, you're gonna...
I don't know why, but my chair is squeaky all of a sudden. Jesus Christ, superstar. Cyrodiil?
Cyrodiil.
There you go.
I was the letter that said Tyradel.
Yeah.
I'm retarded.
So anyways, yeah. So if Skyrim wasn't big enough, and you've played these two games before, the only way that they can make this any bigger and better is that they said, hey, let's go out and get, I think, what is it, Daggerfall?
Yeah.
Which is supposed to be known, as far as I know, as one of the largest, if not the largest, game map still to date for PCs. For PC gaming. It has a huge map.
How much bigger can they possibly make it? They're going to add Morrowind and Oblivion into this? I mean, good lord.
Well, with Daggerfall, you would basically have, I'm pretty sure, all three of those basically added again. So, you're talking a huge, huge game. So, if they actually accomplish this, and you can have all three running at once, and you can just walk between provinces, holy fuck. Wow. That's all I can say is, wow. Oh my god. What the fuck? So, again, if you're, and you know what, I know one of the guys who I follow, Grim Boost, he plays a lot of Skyrim. That's what he's known for, and I'll be surprised if he doesn't do that. If he hasn't already played in some of those.
I mean, how are they, oh boy. How would they do quests that just... Would you, like, new quests that just go from one new zone to the other or something like that, or...?
I have no idea. Well, that's what I'm wondering. Well, I mean, the best thing is that Morrowind, Cyrodiil, and Skyrim are all together. Like, they're all close to each other, so that's great. I think... Now, don't quote me on this, but I think Daggerfall takes place with, Hammerfell, maybe? And I think Arena might have to do with High Rock. I'm not 100% sure.
Oblivion's where I came in, so...
Okay, that's Cyrodiil. Now, obviously, Morrowind is Morrowind. That's, again, like Skyrim is Skyrim, so... But, anyways, yeah. If you like Skyrim at all, then fuck, oh, you're gonna love it even more. Or actually, sorry, if you love Elder Scrolls at all, then you're gonna have those old games, but with Skyrim, and all together at once, so... Prepare to masturbate.
Right.
Sorry for being graphic, but that's just basically what it boils down to, so... Anyways, after being weird, let's move on. Another Kickstarter. This one is called Reikon Dungeon. If you haven't watched it yet, go and watch the video for it. It's a lot along the lines of what we were talking about earlier, Bard's Tale, with like being a dungeon crawler type game, but it kind of stays in the old style of I guess dungeon gaming,
right?
But still brings a 3D look to it instead, so it's not like when I say old style, I mean like the 2D ones, like Might and Magic and again Bard's Tale. So. But yeah, it's almost like 3D Dot Heroes. That's what it reminded me of when I first seen it as well.
Wow, this is kind of neat.
Yeah, and right now,
I want to say it's got like a... Oh damn! What the hell is the name of that game? Oh man, what if like that really old blocky RPG that's still being played?
Are you sure it's not 3D Dot Heroes?
No.
Okay.
Damn.
Oh, Jesus, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Is it a PC game?
Yeah. Oh my god, I'm just gonna completely brain fart the name of this fucking game.
Thinking of RuneScape, but that's not
RuneScape,
it.
that's it.
Is it? Okay, RuneScape it is, okay.
Okay, RuneScape, that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
This game kind of makes me want to think of like RuneScape meets Minecraft meets Diablo.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good way of putting it, yeah.
And it looks freaking awesome.
They only just started their Kickstarter, and they still have 29 days to go. They're only looking for £6,000. So they only have 566 of it, but I'd be very surprised again if if this is not released. It looks so much fun. Like, yeah. I want to play it.
It really does look pretty neat.
If it comes out, I'm buying it on Steam. I can guarantee you I'll buy it because I love my dungeon games. They're so awesome.
Yep, and they their maximum pledge thing is only like $300 US. You get Dungeon Guild Master reward plus your own personal Voral art portrait in game.
Huh.
Your own Voral statue in game. Your own character in game. So basically, you get your own portrait, statue, and character in the game.
Jesus.
That's only $300 to be part of the game. Sure.
Jesus. Oh well. So again, I just love how like the blocky bit style is. I don't know why. I'm just too retro. I'm sorry.
And also, I mean. They have a demo.
I did not. Oh, I did not notice that. Yay!
Yeah.
Oh shit!
There's a demo at the bottom of the page.
I'm definitely gonna be playing that later tonight. Okay, awesome.
So there you go. If you want to try this game, it looks pretty neat. I don't see any reason to not download. Give it a try.
Indeed. So moving on to another Kickstarter. Voxelnauts. This is the one that I was saying earlier that is a lot like Lego Worlds and Minecraft because it basically is that. But something that they added to this is that this is a multiplayer game. Meaning, yes, you get your own quote-unquote Minecraft world, but you can travel to other people's worlds and not just joining their server. You join by like going there in a spaceship in game.
Really?
And a lot of the creatures that are in the game, when you start seeing it there, they look Pokemon-ish to me. Very Pokemon-ish.
Yeah, they do.
But the building of the game and like the colors and the lighting of the game look really awesome. The characters look more like people instead of blocky, but the building itself is blocky. So, I mean, they're only looking for 200,000. They already have 85,000.
Yeah, that actually does look pretty nice. Huh.
And yeah, I'm just watching the part where they're getting a spaceship to go to another planet. And you just land on somebody else's planet. And, oh yeah, they're talking about, like, adding things like, the terrain generation. If anyone's familiar with Minecraft, there's a specific type called Amplified, where you have these big, huge mountains, and like there's holes in these mountains and hills and stuff, and like cliffs and overhangs and all this cool stuff. This game has a lot of that, and they're talking about including hang gliders, so you can actually just jump down and just float on through and enjoy the world for how it looks and how it's generated. Like, oh god, the game just looks fun. I know it's another Minecraft type game, but again, these games are getting popular. Not only that, this is also a virtual reality sandbox game.
Oh my god.
So they're asking you to, well, not asking, but they suggest that you use an Oculus Rift. I would imagine you can play it without the Oculus. I mean, it would make no sense for them just to release an Oculus-only game. But, if it's been optimized to work on the Oculus Rift, then this could be awesome. Because I've seen Minecraft on the Oculus, and the toolbar and stuff, like when you see it, it looks really far away, and it's weird in general, in my opinion. So this game so far, from what I've seen, looks like it would be a ton of fun.
Yeah, it does.
So, anyways. Last, and definitely not least, a Kickstarter that actually made another indie game company super paranoid, because they were developing for the past, I don't know if it was a year or 3 years now, but a game called Blind. This one is called Perception. It was a Kickstarter that was released not too long ago. It still has 21 days left. They're looking for 150,000. They've already had 80,000 donated. But the game Oh, go and watch the trailer for it. And anyone who likes the horror genre, plus this like new blind kind of feel, this game looks super trippy.
Whoa.
And unfortunately, it's something that well we can't listen to is the actual the sound from the trailer itself, because the sound is what actually makes the game even more so immersive. It's god, it's so good.
That is neat.
Well, no, actually, Scott can probably listen to the sound because he's not recording, but I can't. I'm just watching the game. But the game is it's very, very unique with the whole blind feel. You're basically, I think, the whole thing is you kind of tap in front of you in order to almost get like a echolocation type thing, so you can see little things in front of you a little bit at a time.
That is really neat.
That's why when you see in the trailer, sometimes when they're just walking, they get just little flicks of light, but other times you can see like it's almost like they tap the ground and it has like a rippling effect.
Oh wow.
But yeah, it's very, very good. But the end of the trailer, ooh, yeah.
I haven't seen this yet. The end of the trailer.
Oh yeah, just wait for it. We're gonna wait for Scott's reaction to this.
What the fuck? What the fuck is that? Oh hell nah. Oh hell nah. Oh, there's no fucking way I'm playing this game. Oh no. Oh, dude, you know how I am with horror games. Oh man, that would trip me the fuck out.
Oh yeah, this game is like made for horror people.
Oh my god. It's not bad enough when I can see what's happening.
Yeah. Much
less not being able to see everything that's happening.
Only getting hints of what's happening a little bit at a time.
Oh, man. Five Nights at Freddy's freaked me the fuck out.
Oh, speaking of which, update on that. Scott, when are you doing... Are you going to continue with that, or are you going to try night 2?
I don't know, because I got to find out if people want me to continue it. I mean, I will if people want me to do it. But, I mean...
Because there's still Five Nights at Freddy's 2 and 3 and...
Yeah, I know. I have to finish the first one first if I'm going to continue. I just... Oh, man. I'm not good with horror games. I mean, I'm just... I'm terrible with horror movies. I'm one of those... I can't... suspense kills me. And this was like... Don't get me wrong. The game looks awesome.
Yeah.
Like, the idea is super unique. And I really like how this looks.
Mm-hmm.
But... this would just freak me the fuck out. Like... See, I'm on that, like... I'm on that fence where it's like... This game looks so freaking cool. I want to play it, but then I know what's going to happen.
Mm.
I know what's going to happen.
Scott poops his pants.
That. That. But, yeah, if you go over to this Kickstarter, give it a look, and if you like it, you know, they've got 21 days left, and they're halfway through their pledge goal, so this may be a game that you might like, so take a look and see what you think about it.
Indeed. And with that concludes the podcast, and that's why there's no other topic this week like we usually have, because we found a lot. First I was like, oh, I don't think there's much gaming news, and then like within the past 2 days, like every game company just shat out all kinds of news.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus. So there you go. So lots of gaming news.
Yeah, we'll definitely have a secondary subject for you guys next week, but there was so much stuff that we had, and there was stuff that we didn't even go over that I didn't feel like I knew enough about. You know,
yeah, we have already included a couple as it was, but
yeah.
But yeah, there you go. So as always, thank you all for listening or watching. I'm Stefan, the Old World Gamer, along with Scott, Devin, Kane,
So we'll see you guys next week.
Indeed. Bye-bye.